Alright guys, what's up? What's up? Testing 1, 2, 3. Is everything sound okay? Norway, Denmark. And we have Sup. Sup is not a place. Just kidding, Maddie. What's up? 27 people here. This is looking pretty good. Pretty popular. That's what we want. And I'll go ahead and run this. Well, we'll do it in a minute. I'm not sure exactly at what time. Hopefully we're insides now. Just kind of hanging out. I didn't want to like all of a sudden have them start going and we're scrambling. So it looks like they're getting switched on sides here. DKNS, Denmark, Nordic soldiers. And what is it? Battlefield Norge? How do you say it? Norge? Landskamper? Sorry guys, I'm a foreigner. There you go. You think it's close to everything. They're Latin-based languages, so everything's close. Even English, Spanish. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Manza. Sounds great. Alright, dude, thanks. This is going to be pretty good. We don't get the opportunity to do a lot of 30v30 or 32s or anything, so I'm pretty excited. And I have not seen any of these players, any of these teams. Nope. You can, now that you're talking. We're listening, we're waiting. They know who I am. You're forgetting somebody. There's 3. You don't really need to. If you guys look in the bottom right corner, if you're on mobile, I think the icon looks the same. There's a little 2 outward facing arrows. It's right by where you would change the stream quality, but you can go in there and switch over to his camera view. So yes, we are running 2 cameras today. You can't. Oh, you know what? You know what? Just a second. I know what the problem is. Yes, but we're doing things differently, so give me a second. This is actually part of the plan the whole time. Ooh, that would have been fun. I almost shut down my PlayStation 2. Oh.
Stop spamming them, even if you might put 1 or 2 in there, so don't worry about it.
It's the exclamation mark.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Strat, it's just the Nightbot thing. We don't even pay attention. You can't even pick winners that good. We don't really care what Nightbot thinks.
Have you unmuted me now? Can
Sorry
I say
about that,
hello?
guys. Yep.
Hi.
Should be good now. Anyways, yes, guys. Endseeker, Axe.
Norway,
Norway,
and
Denmark, Axe, Endseeker, Tier 1. What? Okay. Battlefield.
Anything else?
Anyways,
I'm excited to see this 32 versus 32.
yeah, I think it's actually 30v30, and I think probably so they can switch sides. Makes sense. Until they get the auto balance thing figured out. Anyways, like Endseeker was saying before we realized you couldn't talk, if you guys want to switch camera views, bottom right corner, whether you're on mobile or desktop, there's a little icon there, 2 little outward facing arrows right next to your quality setting, and you should be able to switch between my camera view or Axe's camera view if you want to get a different angle on things.
Alright, so what do we know of these 2 teams? Have we seen them play at all?
No, I've not seen Not seeing them at all.
I'm really excited. A match of this size is going to be
I'm
so much
impressed
fun
too with the.
to spectate, I think.
Just look at how disciplined they are. Nobody spawned yet. Everybody's on the right team. That's pretty good. Go ahead and run our intro video here, guys. Like we said before, we have Norway versus Denmark here. International match. This should be pretty good. I don't think there's any bad blood, but I could be wrong. And yeah, it's always a good opportunity for us to meet new teams, players, all that stuff.
So, are there any people that are watching that have tuned into Tier 1 for the first time? Supporters of the two teams?
Yeah, I think...
Or is it just the usual suspects?
Nope, I think there's quite a few of them here. Deeds, what's up, dude? Okay, guys, looks like, obviously, map number 1 is Amiens, followed by St. Quentin Scar, followed by Ballroom Blitz, followed by Argonne Forest. I believe that Ballroom and Argonne were chosen by Norway. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And Amiens, St. Quentin, Denmark. And they're doing the format a little different than what we normally do. They're just going to play one round of each map, and I guess it could end in a tiebreaker. The Nords, cheering for the Nords.
So it'll be the Danes or the Vikings. That would be fun.
So it looks like
Cheering for the Nords.
we need 3 more players here.
Martin, that's good, dude. That's real good. That's exactly what we wanted. Because, I mean, you guys probably otherwise never would have heard of us, so I was like, let's do this. Another match tonight for our tournament. Triple I, Operators, and Triple V, Veni Vidi Vici. And they'll be doing that here in 7 hours.
Something like that.
7 hours from now, yep. So, this is very different all around. I don't even get to broadcast with Axe either, normally. I mean, we've done
Not too often. I think we've done it once before.
Yeah, I mean, once.
Or we've done the dual streams, but we weren't in the same chat together.
Yeah, and I think things are going to be getting a lot busier around here too. I mean, we got new broadcasters that are going to be doing this, so maybe we'll get more of that, Axe. 7 hours, correct.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, all that stuff. If you haven't yet, it's important to us. It's important to everyone here who plays in the league. Here is the link to our match later for Operators and Triple V. And like I said, that'll kick off in about 7 hours.
I want to see some
It's so
epic
nice.
flanks. That's what I want to see on this map. Like,
Especially
see
with so
some-
many people.
oh yeah, like you see some of like highlights or top plays of the week on this map where they'll drive the armor car from like Alpha spawn to Echo and run people like 10, 15 people over. That would be awesome
right.
to see that.
You gotta wonder how much of that's staged. Thanks, Strats.
Yeah. We were talking last night. I was actually in a tank for a change because I'm hardly ever in a vehicle, and I was trying so hard to get a kill with the pigeon tank and I finally got one, and it was probably like the best kill I've had in months. Like just being excited that it actually worked.
Right.
I spent yesterday getting all of the codexes and everything from campaign, so I could have the skins for the multiplayer. So now I get to run around with like the skin that they used in the campaign on the tank.
Do you unlock
I haven't seen too
skins
many
from
people
the
actually use it.
codexes?
Yes, if you get all the field manuals and the
Ooh.
codexes,
I don't think I knew that.
there's a couple pistol skins. There's a skin for one of the medic weapons.
I don't think I knew that.
Yep.
Interesting.
The more you know.
Soon.
And
So it looks like
it
we're
doesn't
just
take
waiting
too
for
long.
one. But it requires not playing multiplayer
It
and going into
I
the
still
actual
have not
game.
beat the single
It
player
does.
Who does this? No, I went about halfway through the single player, and then I reinitialized my entire PlayStation, came back, and all of a sudden, nothing. My goodness.
If you go to do that in the future, I think if you hover over the Battlefield app and hit the start button, there's like a upload feature. You can upload all of your stuff from your console to an online storage.
Yeah, it's doing
And
that,
it's-
but it's... Maybe I
and
should
you can-
actually check that it has downloaded it from there, since I
Yep.
actually downloaded my game again.
Yeah, just go to the same page or go over the app and you should be able to download it, and it tells you the time and date that the last upload was uploaded, so you can just download it. It's very, very quick. I did it the other night to help out Warink because there was a campaign codex that he just could not get. He was having a hard time.
All right, I want to ask you something, Max. Well, thank you there, P-Dog. I love you too, I guess. How long till it starts best? I'm not really sure, dude. I'm waiting to hear from one of the guys on the Norwegian team here. But I would imagine here pretty quick. They're probably just getting their final couple guys in. No, they just dropped one. But Axe, I have a question. Since Amiens, GSP, that's like your map. What do you think needs to happen on this?
The importance really is Charlie and Delta. You have to, as soon as possible, you want to capture those and maintain both sides of the road. Set up front lines on. You want your front line to be on their side of the map, as well as you do have to commit at least like one squad or at least a couple players. Since there's 32, it's going to be a lot easier to kind of spread the teams out. To go back for like your gimmies, but the stronghold is if you hold Delta and Charlie and hold their side of the road, that is like your golden ticket, as long as you can watch your flanks as well. I mean, if you look at it coming from the Foxtrot spawn, you have the back alley at Delta, the main
Looks
road
like
coming to
there's
Delta, then the road from Echo. There's only like 4 paths. There's only 4 paths that you really have to control.
And then stack heavy on the Charlie Delta. Looks like DKNS is going. Looks like Norway is going. Here we go. Let's watch it from the map view real quick. We are kicking it off. But yeah, you know, kind of, and that's kind of what I expected you to say, is stack heavy initially, at least on 20v20 Charlie Delta, and then push from there and cover your paths. Looks like DKNS naturally is going to get the... Look at this squad bomb going on. Oh my gosh. Look at this at Charlie.
I mean, we're used to seeing this map ran, 20v20. So, like, that's one team right there that we're used to seeing just spawning out of that armored vehicle.
Let's see.
That's not typical for us to see.
It looks like the heavy tank's already at Charlie, and they've... DK, here we go. Heavy tank coming up. Looks like armored car coming up, but he's going to... be in a bad position. Let's see him. He's going to keep pushing all the way through here. Oh man, he dodges, looks like some grenades or rockets or something. He's going to push all the way to their alpha. Let's see what happens here. And he drops
brilliant.
2, 3,
I love that.
4, 5, 6 guys, and they're going to push Alpha. Let's go back to Charlie Delta and see what's going on.
Well, it looks like they both have at least one rep committed to the tanks here at the Delta engagement.
That is good.
I am loving the way this looks like it's so well organized
Yeah.
from the start already.
This is good. Looks like
There's no chaos, there's no sort of like running around not knowing what they're doing. They know exactly where they're going, when to spawn, or who to spawn
Yeah.
on.
And you can see here, obviously, DKNS, they got the jump here on Charlie Delta, but Norway saved it definitely by getting that back cap on Alpha. I don't even know if they've taken notice yet, have they? No. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there are a few guys
Go
on
back
there
and
now.
watch this fight over here.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand like the objective of going for a back cap. You know, a lot of the times it's just to relieve enemies' pressure, you know, in the middle of the map, so you can gain map
Yep.
control in the middle.
That's exactly right. It looks like DKNS might... Well, I don't know. It's hard saying. They might take this flag, but the only reason they are is because Norway is not on it right now.
And if you've noticed, like both teams they've only got a few right now committed to the buildings, but that gives you line of sight of the flags for the. I'd say you get like 85% of the flag covered from up top. But it looks like Norwegians here are gonna pull.
I don't know. Did DKNS? They had a heavy take on front, right? So they brought a shaman in now, and it's now over at Alpha, which is gonna give them the flag cap back, I would say. Let's see. And then meanwhile, it looks like very nice. Now Norway's grabbed Delta.
Yep.
There is this random little person running toward Bravo from the Norwegian team. Oh no, it's just a flank on Alpha. It looked like they were going to take the Bravo flag.
Norway, they got to make sure that they don't lose their positions back here. Okay, they got 3 guys. They need to have somebody drop back and squad bomb here between Alpha Bravo, because that's probably going to hurt if they lose any of their positioning back there.
Yeah, looks like they've only got one guy left in Gothic. Oh, there we go. And we're squad bombing. Beautiful.
Yep.
Very
Norwegians starting to push here under the Charlie flag.
Yeah.
I love this wall that the Norwegians have set up between Delta and Charlie. And only seeing now, the DKNS guys are kind of starting to push through a little bit there towards
Yeah, they only
Delta.
got a couple up there, though. They're going
Yeah.
to get wiped out quick, maybe. How's Nico?
So they brought in a light tank.
Light tank, where we're looking?
It's right behind Charlie,
Yep, here he
Bravo
is.
side.
MK Sound DK.
Looks like Denmark's going to get wiped off, but what they should do here is take that back road from Bravo and start pushing to Foxtrot or Echo. But I mean, they all got wiped off really fast on the Delta flag.
Yeah, Martin, they should have 2 cameras. I'm not really sure. I may have to...
Yeah, the cameras are different.
Oh, is it working for you, Axe?
It works for me. You have to make sure you have to click on it.
Okay. I didn't know if... usually it's me screwing something up. Looks like Nico in the heavy tank. He's about to go down over here. He's hurting.
He's one
And
shot.
there he is.
He's done.
He is now just a conversation piece.
Let's see who's over here at the Bravo flag.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a backpack.
Look at this.
thing over
Oh my
here. The
goodness.
DKNS have
It's like-
gotten
Oh,
through,
yep.
and they're going towards the Freddy
There they
flag,
go.
which the Norwegians have actually left completely open. So if they can get a squad bomb on there, they can take that flag really quickly.
And we'll watch this.
And it looks like they're pushing backside from Bravo into. It looks like they want to capture the Alpha flag here. But do we have?
Is that light tank back there?
Do we have? We got a 2-on-2 here at the Foxtrot flag.
Oh, it's a lot more than that now.
3-on-3 now. Yep. They just started squad bombing on each other, which is perfect.
This is what Battlefield needs to be right here. I mean, just this
Tranquility.
giant team. This is great. We don't like the 5v5s.
Yes.
No, not at all. It looks like the Norwegians are going to push through very strongly in towards the Alpha flag. now.
And they're gonna hold fast.
And it looks like the Nords are going to keep.
That's like an
Foxtrot.
entire domination team going through into the
I think
Alpha
we're gonna
flag
see
there.
this evolve into something that's gonna go in DKNS's favor, though, because like Axe was saying, they're real heavy Charlie Delta, so it's gonna be easy for them to push out. But we'll see. Lots of fighting in Alpha. Look at that. And obviously, Norway's got the better position. They're on the Alpha flag. They're fighting from it and capping, and they're keeping DKNS off the flag area. And there it is, Alpha cap, 4 cap right now for Norway and 2 for DKNS. Looks like Norway with about a, 50 ticket lead, 40 ticket lead.
The-
49.
They're going to have to make something quick here. They're going to have to push the gimme flags, expend more people on that side to pull some more Nords to that end of the map.
Nords. I like it.
Oh. But with so many players, that's a lot that you can commit and it not hurt you in the long run.
It's really interesting to see with this many people and see the strategy for Norway. You can tell that they're kind of keying in on that Alpha flag for DKNS, and it's definitely causing them to, as you said, alleviate some of the stuff on the center flag, and kind of throws them off a little when you got one of your gimme flags that's capped, by the enemy.
They are really trying to keep this tank alive here at Delta flag. And I think they're going
He's
to.
only got 1 rep on him.
They did. Yeah, but if you notice, like they went upstairs very quickly and honed in on those DK guys shooting
Look at
down.
the push
But
on
this was
Bravo
good.
right now. Big push. Looks like Norway is doing increasingly better here. Yeah, they're getting a bigger lead.
Yes, if DK could get Bravo and get reset back up at Charlie Delta, I think that'd be a great feat
Yeah,
here.
or even to start heavy
help them out
pushing, take
tremendously.
half the team or a third of the team, start pushing Echo Foxtrot, just get back behind them.
There's so many people.
I
many
know.
people to
I'm
watch
just
right
doing
now.
aerial views. I'm not even gonna try.
It's getting
Looks
a
like we
little
got
bit-
1 DKNS by
I'm
Fox.
actually Yeah, the Tranquility. I actually watched earlier on. He snuck in there. Seems like a couple of people saw him, so they went after him, and he hid. And an entire, at least 1 or 2 squads just went straight past him, and he was just hiding, waiting for the rest of his squad. And he's still alone there.
He started working that.
Oh, and he's
tank.
just
Yeah.
been taken out by Nico.
Nico's a tank guy. He's like, nope, you're not shooting my tanks.
DK's trying here
You
at
know,
Alpha to
I
help
haven't-
out MK Sound with the light tank.
I haven't seen DKNS pushing Echo at all yet. Have you?
No, they only pushed the
That might be
Foxtrot.
part of their issue they're having right now. I mean, especially if you get predictable, that's not good because they know what's where you're gonna go. Unless you just have that brute strength on your team and win gunfights all the time, then it doesn't really matter. They're gonna push their way wherever.
The Nords are very heavy here on Alpha flag.
Yeah, they're doing a good job holding on to that. Yeah, it doesn't really look like
They're taking.
I don't know if the Norwegians are reviving more, but they're not really. Doesn't look like they're like outright winning gunfights too much. You know, it's substantially more than DKNS. I just think that their positioning might be better. It seems like a lot of DKNS you see right here too are fighting off flags, or getting forced off flags one way or the other. And looks like Nico again from Norway trying to push his way to Charlie. He's starting to back up there. He's taking a lot of rocket rounds. Yep.
But see, DK right now, they could send 2 squads down the Charlie Road and backflank to Echo. I mean, it is wide open. There's no opposition there. And I just don't think that they're aware of that.
This is what you don't want
push.
here, guys. See, Echo and Foxtrot, we talk about it a lot, but there's no opposition there. So they can, Norway can easily commit all their guys to pressure on the other flags. You got to get around behind them.
I mean, ideally, what I would say for Norway's right now is they should push the Charlie main road, shut that complete side off, and then, I mean, DK's literally, I mean, even though they are pinned right now on their own side of the map, that would really shut them off. Tranquility, it looks like he's trying to push back to Foxtrot. Norwegian sees them, so they're going to be pushing quick. It's going to be a 3-on-2.
Yeah, I really think you're right about that, though. Is Norway's coming up on a 100 ticket lead right now, but
They get wide.
DKNS really should be pushing down that, straight back from my camera view, straight behind Delta, all the way back down the road there to Echo. Like right now, they could break off a couple of the guys and head that way. But Norway has nothing to worry about on Echo or Fox.
Let's see if they can, if DKNS can get Bravo here. I mean, but if you
Here we
look,
go.
how many people are committed to the Alpha flag?
Sorry, look at that spawn on Alpha, the
It's-
Norwegians.
We got to push
massive.
finally into Echo.
It's like half the team.
Half of them. Yeah, they want that Alpha flag. They're definitely keen. So now we got DKNS finally pushing Echo. Gonna need more than 2 though. Where's the response?
But only with 2 guys. They need a lot more. It feels to me like the DKNS guys are not spawning. I'm not seeing them a lot on the map.
Yeah, maybe they're. Yeah.
Because look at this Norwegian response now onto
Yep.
the Echo flag. Massive.
We have taken objective
Oh.
Alpha.
On DKNS though, they're about to get that 4 cap. But I mean, you see there. Look at the amount of guys that Norway just committed. They got. Is that a heavy tank? Yeah. Their heavy tanks now drop back to Echo. Now here we go. We got a armored car on Fox. There we go. That's what DK needs. See now, look how many guys from Norway are over at Echo, and that just kind of frees up that whole center section of the map right there.
They responded
what's
to
that
that
at
push on
Foxtrot?
Echo very quick.
Who is this?
Let me get this.
Armored
Club amp?
car.
I'm really sorry, dude, but it's gonna get ugly in a second. Really ugly. There's a bunch of these guys coming, and he goes down. And now, looks like Norway's back to where they were
Sorry,
here,
Pebble.
holding both their flags. But I mean, that was a good play there. But it just seems that overall,
I mean,
Yeah, it's taking the guys away from there. It's taking them off of the Alpha flag.
look how many Norwegians here are on the
yeah, I
Bravo
mean
flag.
they're stacking
Like
those
I said-
flags, and it's working. You can see it.
I mean, it's this one flag right now is what we're typically used to just watching in one of our
Yep.
matches. the amount of people just on this one flag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever Norway is doing, they're definitely they're keeping Denmark. Either Denmark's voluntarily staying off flag caps, or Norway's doing a great job of their fighting positions and keeping them off. Because I mean, look right here, Bravo. You've got the Denmark guys. They're over here inside the buildings, pretty much all around the perimeter. But then you got Norway guys duking out and staying tight on that flag.
It's important, you can have one or two in like Overwatch positions, kind of like how DK is right now, but you have to have people committed to the burn. And if you don't, I mean, if they're fighting from the burn, I mean, they're keeping the flag. There's no contention.
And it's a lot more important than what we typically do. We're more tuned to 20v20 and stuff like that. When you don't have the laps and dead players and players spawned in as much as you do when you have 30 or 32. So keeping somebody off in an Overwatch position is more important on a smaller scale game. But yeah, there we go. DKNS now they've kind of flip-flopped here, and now they're holding tight on Bravo.
Maybe even
I think if there's only one Norwegian, if he was smart, he would not push back into Bravo here. He's like their path to the alpha side of the map, but he gets taken out. I mean, there's only a few left here. If DK can get these guys wiped off and get back to the front line.
Yeah, see, if you look at the map view right now, DK needs to be putting. I would say at this point, if it was my team, and I was running, I would put literally just dump half the team over there on the back side of Delta over by Echo Foxtrot, something. But this is not a good position for DK to be in right now because looks like Norway can just easily box him up at this point. You know that better than anybody, probably, Axe. With GSP, and that when we played you guys, Ian, one of our main focal points on our strategy was staying past your guys' Charlie Delta and staying behind you, so we didn't get boxed in like that.
Yeah, that's the important thing. I mean, there's some players, and I know Nseeker has connection issues sometimes with her high ping. But it's important to have people, even if they're not contesting a flag or, engaging the team, to have that spawn behind the enemy. That way you can keep people pressuring the back flags as well. I mean, it does work a lot better in 20v20 than it does here on the 30v30, but that's the importance.
Looks like the fights are going to be Charlie Delta.
It's fun to be an annoyance sometimes. Yeah, I mean, when you are limited with the ping has been at the moment, you have to make do with what you have.
Go hide in the bushes and occupy 10 of them. Hey, it worked. It worked.
Half the team, it completely worked. Half the team running around me, and they could not find me.
Pamu, this is just an exhibition match between the Norwegians and the Denmarks.
The Denmarks.
It's not an actual competition at this time.
The Danish.
I would have said the same, the Denmarks. Looks like we got two Norwegian heavy tanks back here.
Even though I spent 3 years in Germany, I should have known how to say that properly, but
Right.
The Nordistans and the Denmarkians. Right?
Us Americans don't speak
right.
well sometimes.
I was actually talking to one of the guys from Norway yesterday in party time. I was like, man, you guys speak English perfectly well. I was like, we don't learn anything.
It's crazy if you being overseas and speaking the American English versus like somebody from the UK. We speak terrible English compared to them. I mean, even the Germans that I hung out with that spoke very fluent English, they'd be like, I have no idea what you're saying right now. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's English. Like, you should understand, but it's not.
Well, we
It's not English.
just took what
they speak
they learned.
proper English.
What I chalk it up to.
The rest of the world speaks English, but you speak American, so.
I'm okay with that. Here we go. We got DK.
They're pushing on to Echo here.
Looks like. Do they still have both those heavy tanks up? I don't know if Nico went down. It looks like he was about to a minute ago.
There are 2 tanks at Alpha, but let me just check on what they are. A Chamond and a light tank. I'm not sure about the
DKNS.
heavies. I
They're
can't see it
now.
on
They
there.
have the 4 cap. They're gonna have a bunch of Norwegians coming in Foxtrot side. Ooh, they're going for the 5. Bravo's burning. See if they can turn this around. They got enough time. They got enough tickets left.
Manzar, these teams, I believe they're actually their own teams. I don't think it's just first come first serve type things. I think they're actual teams.
Yeah, they've built up their teams as far as I know.
Yeah, from what I understand, the NOR, the Norwegians, they're a community, whereas DKNS is an actual team. So, you know, a little bit of difference there, but that's the way I understand it. It looks like DKNS, though, they quickly put Norway in a bad spot. Let's see if they can keep it moving.
This is smart right here. If they can get this alpha flag and wipe this side of the map.
They've got 2 tanks committed, so I would hope.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a 4 cap.
Yeah, they might catch these up. They're about 120 behind right now on tickets.
120 tickets with this many people on actual.
Looks like the
on
Shamad
the
just
field is not
called
that
in
much.
the barrage.
Yep.
The barrage.
Looks like Delta.
Barrage. They got one, I
Delta's
believe.
probably going to go, but maybe if they hold on to this 4 cap long enough, they'll. Well, I don't know. They're doing work to that tank. They can hold on to it long enough. It catches back up. You can see those tickets on the left side there. Blue one's starting to climb. And right now, DKNS needs to commit a bunch of AT and just guys in general with Delta. Or that, or they need to shoot for Echo or Foxtrot. Let's go to the map view. Looks like they got a lot of Norwegian guys very back of the map by their spawn. You see that? Not a lot, but looks like 3.
That's their lifeline to the side of the map right now.
And Norway doing a...
They're waiting to pull those guys off there, which is happening at the moment. It looks like the DKNS guys are leaving Alpha.
They have no clue that the squad is
They
behind them.
have no idea. They got one guy on Alpha flag at the moment.
I think they kind of pushed onto the alpha flag just a little early there.
Yeah. They didn't wait for that Shimon to leave.
Yeah, look at Norway's, they're plugging up that route there on the, if you look at the map view, left side of Delta. But DKNS, they had an opportunity, probably a 1 to 2 minute window at least, to push out on that side of Delta and push back to the Echo Foxtrot.
They made quick work of that Shimon tank here at Alpha.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, the thing people don't understand is, oh, those heavy tanks are OP and stuff. They're really not. I mean, if you have guys who are, and we've done it plenty of times, you know, practice matches, you have guys that are all, you know, synced together and they're all spawning in with AT and they're all throwing their AT grenades and you hit it with one swift hit, they'll go down like nothing.
And that was my initial thought. I thought that they were just overpowered because a lot of times, like one person, if they can't get landmines down, it's hard to take out a tank. But once I started to realize how much of an emphasis it is on teamwork, the tanks can go down very,
I mean, even if you just bring
fast.
2 guys in, 2 AT guys who are perfectly, you know, in unison, dropping those AT grenades and know how to throw. A big thing is, I see a lot of people, they'll drop down and they'll fire a AT rocket round at a tank. N-Seeker knows what I'm talking about because I brought it up one time. I know you're thinking it. You know, and
I got shouted at
yeah,
first.
shouted at. They'll drop down and go to fire a rocket round. Like, well, open with your grenades first. Get up behind them, unless there's a reason you can. You know, big field, but get up on them. Drop those 2 AT grenades, or you know, maybe dynamite. I use grenades, but and then throw your 3rd grenade, which should be an AT grenade, and then drop down and shoot that rifle. They'll go down quick.
Yes, if you can get all 3 of those grenades to contact, it'll almost disable them. And if you just get one rocket, it should disable them right there, and that's very
It
important.
is. It is.
Objective Duff.
But you're right. Too many people drop down and try and get that AT rocket. And the thing is every tank, like they have, I'm gonna say sweet spots. They have spots that you need to hit to disable them faster. But they also have like fake spots that make you think you're getting a critical hit, but you're not actually getting critical damage done.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
So,
You don't say so there, Pete Dog. Okay, that's a win there for Norway.
Right,
but
so-
DKNS with the ace squad.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very nice.
because, I mean, by the time you throw one grenade,
That was good.
one AT grenade, you can already have the second one being tossed out before the first one goes off and they're even alerted that something's going on. AT rockets, you
Yeah.
fire one and you're sitting there and reload while they have time to spin a 180 and shoot you.
Europeans speak better English than Ender for sure.
No, that's okay. It's all relative,
funny.
right?
So there's a difference as well between playing, playing with a team, playing competitively with a team, or even going into a pub with a team and going in on your own and playing with complete randoms. I mean, if you've got a team, you can coordinate. Got a tank here, someone else bring in AT. Let's take it down. Whereas you're going with randoms and everyone's running around, and one guy's throwing a random grenade and another one's trying to hit it with a hammer.
I have a video somewhere I got right when Battlefield 1 came out. I jumped out of a plane, had the wrench or hammer or whatever, and I got a 5-piece off of a heavy tank with it. Uh-oh, one of the General Scar. We got
Oh,
a
no.
spawn. I don't think they know. Uh-oh, he's getting yelled at.
Jeez, I haven't even loaded the
getting
next
yelled
round
at.
yet.
He came back. The tanker's dead. He's standing in the spawn.
The one thing before the new battle, whatever the new Battlefield comes out, I want to kill a behemoth in Battlefield 1 with a flamethrower. Because it is possible.
With a flamethrower.
Can't be
So you have
using
to have a
flamethrower.
plane land. You
Yes,
have
the
to,
tank.
Wait, what?
The train itself. The train you can damage with the flamethrower.
Oh, I'm thinking of the blimp. Okay.
Ooh.
I was like, what would you do? Get a flame kit, get in a plane, get dropped off on the blimp, and then start roasting it?
I think
Technically, I
the
think it's
map that's
possible.
possible is Argonne Forest. It's funny, me and Krieger have been talking about it. We've been trying, just for the sheer fact of if you accomplish that, that would be awesome. Or kill any of the
I like my
land
idea
vehicles
better.
with
I
a
think you should
flamethrower would be awesome.
jump on top of a blimp. I have a flamethrower story, and Shepard. No, maybe it was Ron. Was it?
Yes.
I think it was Ronald. We were playing last night, and he bayonet charges
Yes, it was
me.
Ron- it was Ronald last
He
night,
bayonet charges me. You know, he's doing that epic scream that they do, and I have the flame kit on Argonne, and his guy gets tired and stops, about 2 feet behind me, and he's
Just
screaming in my
wanted-
ear, and I'm like, oh, and I turn around, he's just standing there and comes to a stop, and then he gets turned into a
You got roasted.
crispy critter. And I did say it. It was pretty amazing. You thought blimp too? Yeah, dudes. That'd be a feat, huh? Yeah, that was pretty comical. I laughed pretty hard. It's just like this epic, scene from a movie where he's gonna charge in and kill me. Nope. That went downhill quick.
He's like, gets there and he's like, whew. It's exhausting.
What map has the flamethrower and the blimp though? Trying to think.
Argonne. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Is there no flamethrower on this map? No. there
Yeah,
isn't.
because Empire's Edge has the dreadnought.
Yeah.
Aragon's the train.
Well, if you could take the flamethrower kit, or flamethrower kit, and swim to the dreadnought and set it alight in the ocean, that would be
Climb
great.
on top of it.
I don't think you can activate the flame trooper in water though.
For obvious reasons.
I mean, But that'd be
Hey,
awesome.
you could
Like-
you could use a flame you could use a blowtorch on your boats in Battlefield 4, so why not?
Yeah, maybe you could be on the boat with the flame trooper. Interesting.
Here we
Maybe
go.
you could stall
Here we
out a
go.
bomber with a flame trooper in the back, stall it onto the back of the behemoth, jump out, and then burn it.
Oh, I had an idea the other day when I was playing CTE Ender. I don't know if it'll work or not, but when the Russian DLC comes out, we should try and get a small group of people together and have like a jousting tournament with
That's an idea.
the horses.
Yeah.
I didn't get to try it, but I don't know if you can joust another player off of a horse.
I thought I saw
But
that
I
in one of the
think
videos.
we should definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, you
That'd
guys
be fun.
remember? For a little bit there, we did a little mini thing. I wasn't with Tier 1 before then. It's just clan stuff, really. But we did a jet ski jousting. I saw it on a video way back when on Lankang Dam BF4. You get two guys driving jet skis and two guys on the back with RPGs, and then you just go at each other. And
I know GSP's done RPG dodgeball.
that sounds pretty dangerous.
It
That sounds
it was
very
pretty
dangerous.
ridiculous. Well, we were all on top of Siege of Shanghai building
Oh,
in
geez.
Battlefield 4, on one side, one on the other, and
Looks like
It was
we're
pretty
going,
entertaining.
I think. Maybe not. Teams are good. Looks like Norway's down one player. Maybe not.
I've also seen, who is it? I think it's YouTuber Doom49. He had a 32 rocket fight on Sinai Desert. It was entertaining to see it. I think one was down by Golf and one was up by Delta, and they were just lobbing AT rockets at each other.
I don't think I've done that yet. I think we're about to lose you, though. Is your mic or your internet?
Yeah, I'm dropping brakes.
Oh, no. Might lose camera 2 here. Norway.
I will be
Oh,
right
sound
back.
better now. But
Dun,
okay.
dun, dun.
Am I good?
Maybe.
Distant, but okay.
I'll let you
That
know
might
when it
be
goes
good.
bad again.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
see.
run. Okay.
I'm gonna see if the roommate girlfriend is using some
Roommate girlfriend.
Be
We
right
have an important match right now. Netflix later. Okay. Alrighty.
He's gonna have some serious making up to do later.
If he's smart, he could just go into the router and deny her IP address
And
on her
firewall
device.
her, yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
And she'd be sitting there like, yeah, I don't know. It's working fine on my side.
Extra
your
fine.
Device. It's actually really good on this side.
Ballroom Blitz. Let's see how they do the center map control on Charlie. Especially with the numbers they have, I expect to see a lot of rooftop and balcony control. Schmaz. What's up, dude? Gonna be one of our newest broadcasters. Are you
Hey, Schmaz.
ready to do this? Because my feeling is they're probably going to ask us to do more, so got to get you all set up.
I think I'm good to go.
I hope so.
She's not doing anything normal or out of the normal that's been what I've been streaming before, so I think it's just the internet itself. There's no way an iPhone is bringing this
2017 problems.
down.
Well,
It is an iPhone.
I have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. probably your neighbor that's tapping into your internet anyway. So.
Well, they must be very smart, or they're very good at guessing like a 30-character password.
30-character password.
Is it Axe is the best?
GSP, WTF.
No,
Something,
it's
something.
Axlos Ender, because he's the best. That's the...
Yeah, there we,
well,
there we
okay.
go. That would have been my
All
second
right.
guess.
I'm okay with that then.
Hashtag Ian wannabe.
We'll edit that out.
Ooh.
Sorry, Krieger. I didn't say it.
Where is Krieger? Is he on this?
He's probably
on
going to be
the
walking around
stream,
like that
maybe.
bird in the video.
Yes. All huffing and puffing.
Through chat today? What are you asking, Schmoz? Oh,
Aren't you playing later, Smalls? Oh, I see the Norwegians have got their vehicles out already, and they're revving them, and their planes are flying in
man,
circles.
look at it.
Guys are getting
They're
anxious.
ready to go.
I've actually seen some foam coming out of one of their mouths. They're ready to kill.
Well,
They're almost
well,
excited as
30 and 30.
Americans watching NASCAR. I don't know if I
NASCAR.
can handle this.
Oh, and they all die.
Oh, man.
I don't understand that. Like
the
a
only
race,
racing I can watch,
understand.
I can
on
only
a
watch like
real
Formula and like drag racing. I can't sit there and watch NASCAR. It's way too many left turns for me.
That's exactly the problem. You're going around and around and around and around in the same circle the whole time. Oh, sorry, it's a
It's
not a
more of like
circle,
an
is it?
oval,
It's like
but-
an oblong kind of.
Yep.
But really,
Left-hand turns.
oh my
I've
goodness,
got some really
there
close
he goes.
friends that just
And he turns
absolutely
again.
love it.
And
Are
again,
they from, like,
there
Tennessee?
he goes and turns again. Yeah.
No. A couple of them from Missouri, but they're huge NASCAR fans.
I can literally just picture wife beaters and mullets.
A mullets.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, business in front, party in back.
Party
Toda
and back.
Oh,
Nixo.
It's funny talking about.
I'm
balls.
literally picturing
I think
Joe
it's
Dirt
because
right
they
now.
weren't supposed to spawn yet. So they were, I don't know, sometimes you accidentally spawn in, we found, and then you just...
No, I wouldn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that.
Remember, I was broadcasting our match against Triple X, a few weeks back, and Walt spawns in a plane, like, what are you doing? And whoop, turns back around. He dropped his controller and then hit the button. Of course, the button it hits when it falls.
Well, that's what happened to mine. I literally also dropped my controller and spawned in. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
It'd be really cool for something like this, auto balance off, and then have like a put the server into esports mode where, it's got the countdown, but say there's like a 2-button lock combo where, like, say a broadcaster, whoever's designated, can hit it, and it will drop on everybody's screen a audio cue and a visual cue for like a 60-second countdown.
That would be awesome.
Oh, that'd be nice.
That's what I want to see. 12 minutes on the clock. CBJ over there, number 23 on the Norwegians. He is on Discord. Yeah, hey, for any of these teams out there too, before I forget this, I know we don't have any DKNS, but if you guys want to get involved with the community and see what we're doing and all that, we can get you a Discord link. What is the command for that Wanda has? It Discord? Okay, if you
Discord.
guys want to join us on there and talk
yeah,
with us, we're
I'll do
trying to get a
that.
whole EU, European league started. Oh, there it
Never
goes.
mind.
And are we going? Looks like we're going.
It looks like
Here we
we're
go.
starting here.
And we spawned.
If you guys want to join us there and see what we got going on, see if we can work with you guys in the future. Looks like Cancer Bats. He's dropping over here on Delta. Who was going to get Charlie first? Looks like Norway.
I am watching some of the aerial acrobatics here.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Looks like MK Sound is going to get... He switched to the rear gunner seat to get them off of their
I
six.
assume he went
but
down. I was actually in. Nope. Oh, he's still up? Wow,
no,
okay.
he's still up.
Looks like Rune's going to start getting some anti-air fire. Oh, he hits the tree. Let's go watch DK here. Or MK.
MK from DK.
Looks like he's hurting. What's his health?
Yes,
Health 100% though.
he's repaired.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not vehicle health. That's his health. Oh man, look
I
at
don't think it's
look
always
at
meant for
I'm
Charlie.
looking
many
at here
people.
on this
Oh my
Charlie
gosh.
Bird. Oh my
Goodness
goodness.
gracious.
Wow. That... Even in PUBG, you don't see this many players.
Yeah, that's
on that
definitely a
Charlie
ball.
Bird.
And look at him dance.
Jeez.
DKNS. Look at they are.
DKNS will
Yeah,
start
you
with
can
the
tell where
three-
they
the 3 cap here.
where they wanted to push first, and that's going to work out for them. Looks like Norway's kind of.
They're loose in Bravo.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
the
a heavy,
tank is
okay.
hurt. They need some
See what
assault
this,
players out here.
Cavalry
DKNS
does.
just pushing
He
back
throws a
very
grenade.
quickly.
I don't know. I didn't see it go on.
It looks like he
Did
overthrew it.
Uh-oh.
It looked like they exploded at the base of the flag.
No, he gets taken out. What is their tank sitting at? 28%. Who is this? CM. He could definitely get the kill off. Not looking good for Thomas.
War, how you doing, man? They do get it, but they lost the flag as
Lots
well.
of time.
And they are losing Alpha.
Yeah, wow. I thought it was going to go the other way here, and Norway was going to be in a bad position. But again, though, nothing pushing on Delta. Okay.
You don't even see DK pushing. Yeah, you don't even see them pushing the gimme flags.
It's a heavy tank. Not a lot of them on the map in general right now. They're going to have no choice but to push out from Charlie at this point. Maybe Alpha.
Yeah, they need to flood about 10% of their players to Bravo and get that flag taken so they can keep the Norwegian side spawning off their squad mates at the Ballroom or at Delta. But they got to clear this Alpha flag off first.
We have lost objective butter.
I really like the third person on the planes. Like you can go to that director's view mode. Just kind of like pan around.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like what loadout is he running on this thing? I snapped the wrong player. Are they running that tank? Oh, ow! Did you see that? Looks like Rune just shot DKNS BTH out of the sky right there. Caught it right at the last second.
And you're wondering the loadout on the plane? It looks like he's using
Ground
the
attack. Ground attack.
the
Okay.
ground package. Yep. He's
Kenny.
lost his elevator, so he's not gonna. Luckily, he's flying into a spawn, so that'll be good for him. DK's doing great here holding Charlie, but they do have to get these off the back flag.
Here's my favorite name in this whole match right here. Heavy tank von Kattenstein. I like it. That is good.
Very nice, very nice.
And DK looks like they're gonna hold on to Alpha. There's that flamer tank. I love that thing. Watching the flames just they did a really good job with that. It's the way the flame and the smoke I mean, this whole
Yes.
game, I cannot wait to see what they do with the next Battlefield. It's going to be modern. Everybody can tune into this stream. I'll make a mental note of it. It's going to be Battlefield 5. It'll be modern.
They need a Bad Company 3 though. I mean, come on. I mean, it still falls in the modern era.
Isn't that, it's all small scale though, right?
No,
I thought it was only like max 32 or something. Or maybe even 24.
well, I mean, it was only on PlayStation 3. I mean, they were limited, but they haven't had one since. You know, they've had Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and then Battlefield 1.
Oh, Hardline.
Because Battlefield, you and that Hardline, I tell you what.
What?
It was a,
Don't go
maybe
there.
I've only heard half what you're saying.
Oh.
There was
I
only
love that
half
game.
of. That's what
Yeah.
got into Green Battlefield. There's, but were you saying? Were you
Yeah.
naming the titles of Battlefields? That's the Battlefield
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, they.
And then they had Battlefield and Battlefront.
Well,
Okay, I lied. That's not a Battlefield title. But
You're like, I tried to squeeze that one out there. Nobody's paying
Yeah.
attention.
it was a continuation of Battlefield 4 where it left off. Looks.
In the
Mhm.
future?
This is actually a very. I had like the camera inside of the ballroom, like up in the
Mhm.
corner, getting over everything going inside. This looks actually really
Let's
really
go
cool.
check it out. Moving over. As a reminder, guys, if you're just tuning in, you can switch over to Axe's point of view. We're running 2 cameras today. Hit the little arrows there in the bottom corner by the quality control, and it should switch over to his point of view. Somebody had an issue with it, but it should work. Looks like we're more or less neck and neck. 217, 204. Looks like Denmark a little bit in the lead here. I think it's working out for them pretty good right now. Not, they're not getting a huge lead, but they're focusing on that Charlie flag, and I think it's working.
I feel like an ADHD child. I don't know where to look.
Yes. There's so much going
I
on.
love it.
So much shiny and pretty and explodey.
Yeah, I couldn't pass this up when they asked, you want to stream it? I'm like, yes.
Very
No,
glad you
it's
didn't.
this has always been my, and if you guys have talked to me, I don't have the time or resources to do 5v5 or don't really want to do 12v12. This has always been my desire for this whole thing, is to do the absolute large scale stuff. I mean, I don't think people realize, yes, it's not easy to do, but don't realize what they're missing out on. I mean, it's just impressive to watch, 20 guys stack a flag and then, 20 other guys trying to take it. It's just insane.
Yes. There's definitely no downtime with the action with this many players. And DK's doing a great job here getting Delta, Bravo flag. But the Norwegians have a couple up on top of the square here. So they're gonna, where'd he come from? Oh, they kind of came out of nowhere. It surprised me.
Looks like Norway's lost, from what I see, all positioning there on the Alpha Bravo side. So DKNS can, I'm going to guess they're probably going to go into more of a defensive mode, which might work better with the way this map's laid out. But
Well, you have Nico and Cancer Bats here for Norwegian pushing
I
the
see.
field. I think that their position was, it looks like Hansen here for DK's onto
they're
him.
getting picked up right now, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they dropped one of them. Denmark. DKNS, Denmark 9900.
9,900.
You think that would be a lot easier to say, but it was not. Here's Hansen's back. Cancer goes down to Norway. Okay, they lost all their positioning. Yeah, this, oh, here.
Well, they're still here on
Two
this
DKNS at Echo.
backfield.
But I mean, they've got good defense set up, so as long as DKNS can hold on to that Charlie, I think.
Oh, that tank gets on both. I think that is all of the Norwegians here on the Alpha side of the flag. It looks like they're going to try and make another push, though, from the Delta
I see
flag.
that, yep. There's a couple of them.
See
Oh, that tank sees them, though.
The tank's already
And
on.
what's that tank's name?
Your favorite name in the game.
It's my favorite. Yeah, they're calling it out. Let's see. I think DKNS. Well, Cancer Bat's moving in. Let's see what occurs here. He's hurting. Mr. Denmark picked him up. Let's see if he can take out Cancer Bats. He knows he's there. He hears him. He jumps in. They are playing musical buildings. Ooh,
That horse. That horse should not have pushed past.
yeah. Looks like you have a big.
Kind of gave their. Well, he's not even paying attention to him. So they're gonna get to.
Looks like
Alpha
Norway
here.
switched it up. They started, they gave up on Charlie there and started making a heavy push and effort towards Bravo Alpha and just, south side of Charlie. And it's working out because now they're pinching DKNS there in the middle. We'll see, though. Looks like Bravo is going to go to them.
Valhalla is still sitting. Oh. Let's see if they can get out. But they're going to have a lot of help here from Bravo flag.
Yep. It seems like DKNS, it was working out for them until Norway started pushing heavy on those back two. But it seems like DKNS has pretty much the entire team committed at Charlie and then pushing out from there. They might want to commit a couple squads elsewhere.
Well, I think this is a perfect time
Five
to
cap.
talk about it. They've given up on Charlie. They pushed to Bravo. I mean, a lot of people expect teams to push into Charlie, but you could leave Charlie completely alone and get the outer flags, and then they have to spawn at. There's 5 spawn points at Charlie that all they have to do is watch that, and they can maintain.
Yep, just have
teams.
everybody pointing towards at Charlie and have their gimme flag guys stack it a little heavier there, facing towards their spawn. And react to the rest. DKNS gonna grab Bravo, strafe run by, couldn't get that name there. Ooh, Vaughn.
Ooh, it looks like
No,
your
Vaughn.
Hottenstein's
No,
about to
Vaughn.
go down.
No, don't do it, don't die.
Oh, might have
Maybe,
kept it alive.
come on BTH. He's sitting there putting screws and bolts back in it, because that's gonna fix it.
Stuff.
He's crawling.
Ooh, he's getting hit by the
Run
plane.
away from your repair guy.
Both planes here are. There goes.
Rune. Was that Rune with the kill? No, I don't think it was.
I think it was Thomas over
Look
here.
at that barrel roll. Now he's just stunt flying. In the heat of battle. I want to go watch some plane stuff real quick. What do we got? Got Rune. Do we have another DKNS plane? No? Let's go watch. Kim Daniel. I think he's running Tank Hunter. Yes, he is. Oh, satisfying. Those Tank Hunter bomb kills.
Yes. And that actually takes quite a bit of practice to get some kills with that tank hunter. I've tried it. 1, I'm not a pilot, but 2, I couldn't hit anything
Oh, man,
anyways.
I think I'd use that. I probably got more kills with the ground attack variant, but yeah, pretty decent with tank hunter. But yeah, definitely flying and looking through your window is really key. There's Von Kattenstein on foot without a tank.
He's trying to get some revives, but it looks like they squatted up.
Norway's got a pretty good setup here. Look at how they're defending Delta, and they've even got it's like a heavy tank rolling out, guy back on the anti-air, which is really good. This is really it's well thought out. Everybody is, it seems like everything, both teams are really, they know their jobs,
But I mean, again, you've not seen DKNS
boring.
push the gimme side of the map at all. Like,
Yeah.
even on Amiens, they didn't
And I
really
think it was
push.
working out for them when Norway was focusing heavy on Charlie, and I think they got, I'm just guessing, but it looks like they got wise to the fact that, okay, we're not getting a Charlie, so let's divert everything Alpha Bravo, and I think that's where you started seeing Norway start making some headway. Because, I mean, you saw how heavy the fighting was initially over there at Charlie.
Yes. Looks like we're going to have a big push here on the Bravo flag for DKNS.
Not really much defense by Norway, huh? Some strafe runs. Booties. Bombs in there. They don't.
They're just running right beside
Yeah, I was just
Valhalla. You see
zooming
them.
in on that. Well, he's
Just-
laying right amongst bodies, so yeah. Now Norway's,
Like a real war zone.
I thought there's, well, let's see. I guess right now it hinges on what Charlie does here. I think well,
If
and Bravo, I guess. I think that
DK loses
they're
Charlie,
not gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna
I
go
think-
with the 3-cap by DK based on just numbers here. .529, 551, a little over halfway through round 2. Well said, dudes. And they should get it. Let's see if DK, they gotta stack that flag. They're getting it. Yep, and 3-cap by DK.
Goodness, it's a DKNS body in that corner at the moment.
yes.
I mean, it seems to be working out for them. They're not. They're
got-
only
he's got-
what 20 tickets, 21 tickets behind right now. So I mean, overall, it's.
Well, you got a Norwegian push Alpha now. Plus, they have their tank.
But yeah, the DK's got their heavy there, and looks
And-
like they're moving right now to intercept. So I think they see it coming. See what this? Yeah, tank's headed that way, so they're aware of it.
I like the smart push of pushing back behind the wall to break line of sight with his fill cannon and the tank
yeah.
here. Very
We'll
smart.
see if Norway can slowly pressure DKNS, but I think DKNS did a fine job there defending that Alpha flag. You can see they're down what? Norway's down 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys? Okay, 4 on what, about 8? Counting heavy. But see, this is in Norway's eyes, this is a bad position to be in because they're not capping that flag. They're not pushing and aggressing it. They're stuck behind that house, which is great for DK. I mean, they sit there all day long and do that, and it works out, you know?
Yep. Set a position on the flag and watch people try and push in. I mean, it's very smart to do that.
Yeah, that was really impressive to watch there with DKNS. He saw that heavy tank sit between Bravo and Alpha, and then he got the message, got the call, and now he moved over to Alpha, and now look what he's doing. That's excellent.
Well, if you see in the background, Norwegians have pushed a looks like a little over a squad and a tank onto Bravo flag,
Yeah.
but the Norwegians are keeping the skies
Dude.
clear. So I mean, they're just having free roam with
Yeah.
strafe
yeah.
runs.
I noticed Norway. I think they're are they still on that AA gun? But you see, like the exact opposite here. You've got DKNS holding Norway off the flag with a heavy tank, and you see Norway over here on Bravo, aggressing Bravo and pushing DKNS off the flag. So it's like complete opposites, just side by side. 3-cap for Norway.
Valhalla is by himself.
Oh, here we go. We're about to have some.
Doesn't even see in lane here.
We got a heavy tank battle going on here between Alpha and Bravo.
Oh, he's gonna get his tags taken. Oh,
Oh,
late spawn. Oh, I actually gotta catch that knife in action.
Did not see it. Where was that at?
Behind the building
okay.
at Alpha.
Yeah, as we were watching Bravo. I think it's going to go back to DKNS here in a minute.
Is there a tank
that's
down?
what I was watching.
Norwegian's
Norway's,
tank
yeah, I
down?
don't think he got a repair guy out. And, von Kattenstad got the jump on Norway's tank, and I think he's already injured.
I love how you have to say it in an accent.
And I'm going to go ahead and keep the camera. I'm going to get a glass of water here. I'm going to keep the camera high over Bravo Alpha. If you guys want to take it from here, I'll be right back.
Let's see if Matt Christensen can get this. He does. So it's going to go back into a 3-cap favor here for DKNS. 20-ticket lead. It's going to dwindle pretty quick here.
But we've got Public Enemy over here right behind the Bravo side. Going towards Alpha. It looks like he's going to do a bit of a flank maneuver there. Wonder if he's going to get some guys to spawn on him there, and they can trap the DKNS guys at Alpha between the two.
Yeah, he's going to, you know, the DK guys are seeing the guys push from the Charlie side of the flag, and he's coming from the spawn side. They're not going to expect that.
Coming from their spawn side. No, they didn't. They didn't. They don't even know that they're there. They're only seeing it now because there's cap happening. No, but these Norwegians are very disciplined with the you know, with the squad spawning.
Yes. Doesn't look like that push is going to last too long, though. We got CBJ here. Kinda. He gets knifed himself.
Oh, they all get pushed out there. All of them. And nothing happening on Bravo. There is nobody there.
It looks like the Norwegians are going to try and push through the Delta gate here into Charlie.
Oh yes, look, there's a huge push happening through there at the moment. There's so many of them there. Oh, you missed everything.
I'm sure I did. Nah, they've been, Norway's been set up on this gate the whole time, real heavy. At least, you know, for a while now. Looks like, DKNS took the lead while I was gone here. Just by about, or as I got back, 6 tickets. 5.
They're pushing Alpha again, though.
See, so you did miss everything.
Looks like, who is this? CBJ. He's getting lit up, running in on the horse. He's not going to make it very far here. Maybe? I don't know. He's going to clear that wall. Look at him run. He's being chased. Oh! He got horsed by DKNS's horse. Ooh, DKNS going for the 4-cap. That's going to hurt.
It's about time they pushed the Gimme flag, so... I mean, Echo's been open.
Yeah, it looks like Norway's kind of just... both teams really are kind of just divided right now. All over the place. Norway's going to get Echo back, though.
Let's see if CBJ can silently push around.
Is he on the horse over here? I'm trying to get to him. Nope.
No, he's on foot. He's just flanking.
Oh, no, see, I was looking at the wrong team anyways. Uh-oh.
MC just took down their vehicle.
Anti-air for DKNS just went down at Alpha. Fireworks, huh?
I mean, and from my view, you can see the tank for Norwegians pushing from the backside of Charlie into Bravo again. I mean, 15-ticket difference right now. It's going to be a very, very close match.
And I hope it's not so close that you have to factor in those spawns at the beginning for tickets, because that could be a topic for debate. Alpha, I don't know. Where's Alpha going to go? Kind of... I guess DKNS needs to be pushing, and they are. They're pushing back on Delta area, kind of. Looks like they mopped up Alpha. What's Bravo doing?
The Norwegians
Well, they were able to
huddled
take the
close on
tank
Bravo.
down.
Looks like they're trying to keep each other warm over there. Must be very cold.
Nothing wrong with that.
Especially in war times. Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
And reminder, guys, tonight we have Operators versus Veni Vidi Vici at, what is it, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's for you guys on the other side of the ocean. That's about 5 hours, 45 minutes from now. Obviously, probably going to be the wee hours of the night for you guys. You can always watch it tomorrow. Check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Trying to build this thing. Trying to show all these teams from all over the world. And that was another reason I should have mentioned earlier that I was excited to do this, was just because never had not very many Europeans in general. Definitely, I don't think we've ever done one for a European. Well, okay, OGF. I think is the only one that I recall.
Well, we did. The only other thing that I believe that we did, we had that kind of like a exhibition tournament with Oceania, Europe, and the U.S. back on Battlefield 4.
Then I think OGF kind of headed that up.
It was pretty much.
But we don't have a
just
lot of it. I mean, we've
OGF,
had a lot
think.
more Oceania, and Australia, New Zealand stuff. A lot of other teams, but we really haven't done a lot of EU, and definitely nobody from Norway, definitely nobody from Denmark. So that's pretty cool.
And this here in the Bravo hallway going to Charlie, this is not where you want to be trapped in. And DK clears him out there.
Yeah, it looks like.
They're pushing back to Alpha, though. I mean, it might be a little too late, but if they could cap Alpha and maintain what they have,
Yeah, they
could bring
just
this back.
dump bodies on
They
Alpha.
could. There is only 30 tickets.
Yeah, they could do it. Let's see if they get the cap.
There is a push coming into Alpha.
I think
for
they're gonna get
DKNS.
denied. I think this
they
is
know how
gonna-
important that flag is.
Maybe be what causes DK to take the match right here, if my prediction is correct. See, the thing is yeah, Norway's gonna have to hold Alpha, and they're not gonna do that. I think it's gonna go DK at this point. I think this is the final moment where it's
Yeah.
gonna matter.
Yeah, they've been wiped off there.
And they didn't fully cap it.
So I'm gonna go
They're
ahead
over
and predict here. I think
Dropping
it's gonna go to
somebody.
DKNS for this round.
There's the 30 tickets. But I think you're right though. With that.
Unless they just smash on another flag somewhere quick like, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm gonna watch the burn here. 30 tickets to go.
Well, they get wiped off of Alpha. But I mean, they've been very consistent about pushing. It's just not been working out.
Yeah, this has definitely been a tight match. And that Bravo flag is gonna go, but based on what I know now from BF1, there's just gonna be too much ticket bleed.
I still feel like they should go back to the ticket system.
You and me both.
before. Charity Genesis, how you
Charity.
doing today?
They're actually playing 4 total. They're doing a little different than how we do it, Deeds. So, yeah, dude. I mean, if you go take a shower, honestly, I mean, how long you're gonna take? There's a pretty good amount of time between rounds too. So, and that is it. And DKNS with the win there, right?
Yep.
Okay,
You're
we're
one up.
1-1.
Hey, Charity.
Did they? I don't even think they lost Charlie that entire round.
No, I don't. I mean, I was saying earlier on, I really think that worked out for them, stacking it so heavy like that. Now, anybody from Denmark or Norway or knows either of the teams can confirm this for me. I might be wrong, but I want to say the next 2 maps were Norway's picks for maps, right? So we should see in theory, them do a lot better there. Look at the Von Kattenstein. See, that's why I like the guy. Not only is his name good, but so is his numbers. He's put down 68 and 5. Pretty impressive.
Very
I
nice.
think, actually, let me see. I think I have some statistics. Okay, we're going to do, I guess there's a 15-minute break, guys. That's for you guys, too, if you want to get up, stretch, and all that. It's the halftime show. So that'll work out. I guess I could use it. I need to go check social media and make sure everything's in order. And real quick, though, I'll actually, give me just a moment. Got some highlights here that were given to me. See if I can pop it open. Looks like the Norwegian team here, 329 members. Wow. Okay.
That's some pretty good numbers.
I'll go through this in a little bit here, but he actually put together some pretty good highlights. That's wow, that's really well done. Okay, quick break, guys. I'm gonna kick it over here to our standby screen, and we'll be back. All right, guys, getting back to this. We should be getting started here in just a couple minutes. I'm assuming they're going off the 15-minute timer at the top there. Axe and Seeker, you back? I think I heard N-Seeker's mic.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm here as well.
Is my mic so predictable?
It is actually. I get used to the sounds. Okay, this one is St. Quentin is Denmark's pick here, is what I am being informed of. A couple things we can go real quick. I got some highlights. Looks like Lortman is the squad leader, Alpha Bravo squad. He is infantry. Thunder Tor, squad leader Charlie Delta. He is also in charge of the infantry there. Squad leader Echo Foxtrot infantry is Ailesund Trooper, who is the one who kind of headed this whole thing up and got us involved. Big thanks for that. Superman Kali, tanker, pilot, infantry, George, and hotel. I got Nico. I know where Nico is. 211. He is George, hotel, tanker, / pilot squad, and infantry as well. Cancer Bats, George, hotel, tanker, 7, pilot squad, infantry. Thomas E. George, hotel, tanker, pilot squad, and infantry. And I think that pretty much is the layout there of your squad leads. Looks like Thunder Tor here rocking 1739 SPM. That's pretty impressive. That's getting up there. 300 hours played. We got Ailesund, who's got 524 hours. Looks like he is definitely primarily infantry, primarily assault. Go back to Cali, Superman Cali, about 450 hours in the game. And he's also an assault player. Nico 211, 400 hours assault. And obviously 52 stars in the tank. We got a spawn by a Norge guy, probably an accident, most likely. Just a couple quick highlights there. Yeah, it looks like they all like the Hill Regal a lot. I mean, I know that holds true for anybody.
Yeah.
It holds true for pretty much the whole community, just Battlefield in general. I mean, but it's not that the weapon is great, let's be honest. I mean, the big thing is it's the amount of ammunition you get and the ability to get more than 1 to 2 kills per magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what sets it
and
apart.
I know there's going to be a weapon, correct me if I'm wrong, in the upcoming DLC here that for the medic class, which is something I really wanted to see that kind of balances out, because I mean it is really, really hard. And I know that's maybe not the idea, but let me tell you where I'm going with this. When you're trying to go head to head with support class weapons and assault class weapons as a medic, it is very, very, very hard, especially in core.
Yeah.
And so what does that tell you? What do people care more? I mean, honestly, the game's about shooting the other guy. So you're going to prioritize that over reviving people. Yes, the points are good, all that stuff, but most people would rather shoot. I mean, obviously that's why I play a first-person shooter. So with the lack of a gun that is capable of keeping up with it, you have more people, rolling out as support and assault, and leaving the medics kind of few and far between. And the ones that you do have, we all know, don't revive. So I would like to really see a better weapon that can hold up better.
Medics are supposed to revive?
Yeah.
Well, I think that Fedorov
It's a
Optimon
myth.
Avtomat medic weapon is going to be a game changer for the medic class.
I hope so. And, as with most of them, it's OP
'Cause
when it comes out. So, and back to what you were saying about the Hill Wriggle. Remember when that thing first dropped, that thing was like the gun, and they've kind of since made it have a little more climb and sway and
Yeah.
stuff in it, so they balance it out pretty good, I think.
I think the Hellregal's pretty balanced where it's at right now.
I agree.
I mean,
It's
it
lovely
excels in the area that it should excel. The meta class is definitely my least played just for lack of actual options. Yesterday, I spent all day playing with the 1908 to unlock the last medic weapon. And
Here we go.
it's
I think.
it's actually very good, but it's only got 5 rounds, so you can't really compete with people. And that's where its downfall is.
Yep. And it looks like, I think the push is coming. They did give me the.
DKNS
I just looked. Sorry to interrupt you. I did look, and there was a 1-minute warning. I just got it. But I. Okay. Looks like.
Oh, there
they're
we go.
going. Yep, I did get the message.
Here's something I've just
Go ahead.
something I just noticed. We were looking at how the Nordic guys are squad bombing as well on all the different flags, and having a look at how they have set up the squads. They've got a space open on all the different squads, right? If you have a look at the DKNS squads, they're all full.
Yep.
So I think they're missing out on that opportunity like quite badly. Because if they had that opportunity, they would have had, when they have one person back at the flag or one person waiting on just off the flag, they probably don't have anybody at all to spawn on.
Yep. I agree. Oh, sorry. I meant to hand you their award. Yep. It's at the bottom of the screen. Let's see. Where's Delta gonna go? Hard saying at this point. Might go to NOR. I don't know. Oh no. DKNS has their heavy rolling in, so that's gonna. Oh, but NOR is also.
DKNS is there, but there is a huge push coming from it.
Yeah, including Norway's tank here.
TK's got 2 tanks pushing in to Delta.
Where's their second? I see the heavy. Oh.
There's one right by the barn, and then one on the outside.
I probably saw them both, thinking that, glancing over that it was, it was the other one. I think DK's got the 4 cap to start with. Gonna push the ticket count a little bit higher. Callie's got had a pretty good position if they had the upper hand there with that heavy tank, but now he's getting pushed down. He's going down.
He's going down.
And DKNS, look at this. I would say DKNS showed up.
Just one rocket into that corner would get 4 or 5 people.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think DKNS, they planned on taking this flag one way or the other on this push.
Yeah.
How's it gonna be?
But Nor is taking Alpha.
Yep, smart move by NOR. And that's what we saw on Amiens as well. Remember that Alpha flag? NOR did the same back. They must only have like 1 or 2. Oh no, they're clear. DKNS is going to hold it. That's going to put NOR in a bad position here.
Yes. Walter, yeah, I'm from Missouri. I don't think War is.
Alright, so everyone in the chat, who do you think is going to take this map? Knowing how spread out it is and how the teams are even playing so far. Do you think that the Norwegians are going to take it or DKNS?
This is DKNS's pick. I did confirm. I thought it was the Norwegians, but it is DKNS.
Mm-hmm. And the last 2?
And was it Argonne? That is.
Amiens?
Oh, Ballroom and Argonne are Norway, so DKNS had Amiens and St. Quentin. Looks like they alternated on their picks. And a 4 cap DKNS. Looks like there's an abandoned light tank out here, presumably Norway's. Let's see if any of the DKNS guys key in on that and take it, because that could put Norway in a really bad position. I mean, all they gotta do, especially with 30 on 30, just take it, repair it, and keep it back at your spawn. Because, I mean, you're depriving them of a tank elsewhere.
Well, I think DKNS is just seeing that it's sitting there. I think they're going to go for it. He is.
Here we go.
Mark the beast.
Let's see. They're going to play this smart.
Yep, they're going to steal that light tank.
Yeah, they should have those planes on Norway. They should definitely have their planes blowing that thing up now. Looks like, yep, they're going to wrap it up. See if they do the smarter of the two things, which in my opinion would be taking it back to their base, or they're going to fight with it. I mean, I guess it could go either way. It's a coin toss, but I would just go park in the trenches back at my base and have one guy sit there, as boring as that is, but it takes one of their tanks out of the game for the whole rest of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to fight with it. Well, I mean, he's rolling with the heavy, so this is going to probably hurt them for a little while. Especially if they don't know that that's going on, you know? They aren't aware of it.
That was not a smart decision to leave that tank.
Not at all. And you can see why now. Reaper. And guys, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/T1GamingLive and T1GamingLive.com. We got NC here. Axe. If you guys want to watch the Axe point of view, you can go ahead and hit the little camera toggle in the bottom right corner by the quality setting, and you should be able to watch it from his point of view. And you guys can commentate for a sec. I'm gonna, start to lose my voice.
Need to drink some water. Well, DK's push here under Charlie Flag is that they've committed quite a few infantry to get this back, and they just kept Delta from going to the Norwegians. Let's see if they cap this.
Yeah, Charlie seems like it's falling to DKNS, even though there is such a huge amount of Norwegians on the outside of it. They just stay right off that cap.
Yeah, and look at, you can see, what is it, Rambo Tommy for Norwegian. He's kind of in the back, just pop shot, and I haven't seen him really kill anybody. He's not, I mean, he's keeping his squad alive here in the backside of Charlie, but that's not going to last too long with how many DK guys are here.
No. There's a couple guys coming from Foxtrot area through to Charlie, but they're gonna need a bigger push there if they're gonna push all the guys, all the DKNS guys off there.
I mean, Norwegians, they're still squad bombing here.
Yeah.
Behind Charlie.
I think it's giving them a huge advantage at this stage, even though DKNS is in the lead.
What's going on over? There's nothing really going on at Bravo.
Well,
a bunch
it
of
looks like
DK guys
DKNS
just
is
showed
taking,
up.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought their tank up. Do they still have the little tank up? Yep.
Oh, and he's gone.
Done.
He is done.
It looked like they definitely put emphasis on taking it down quickly.
Yeah, they've dropped quite a few squad members between Alpha and Bravo. It looks like they're going up to take over the Alpha flag there.
DK's creeping up on a 100-ticket lead here.
Oh, another call. Looks like they've been pushed off of there too now.
They're losing Delta.
Yeah, the Norwegians are flooding Delta.
Looks like it's gonna even out with a recap here. And Norwegian tank just went down. And look at the name there.
He just taxied that plane in here to Delta.
Yeah, I see that. How it's amazing, especially on core when you have the 3D spotting. Like, how the heck did he just make it past a big old group of Norwegian guys and drop in there? That was pure luck.
So we got DK has 2 tanks up on the Bravo Hill shooting down at the infantry here on Delta. Let's see if DK can push back on flag and take it.
One thing that's kind of...
And as you see it,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you just saw a sniper for DK jump out of the assault plane, and he's on the barn side of Delta towards Echo.
Oh, yeah. Getting up in the attic. One thing that's of interest to me is usually, you know, when you control Delta, you control Echo, or vice versa. You don't see any of that going on here. It seems like pretty much Delta and then stop. But traditionally, from what I've seen, is, you know, usually you've got whatever team gets one flag is usually going to get the other one, you know?
Well, I think that they were just trying to set up a firing line and gain control. I mean, you're going to see them now that I don't think Norwegians have a vehicle. They're going to start pushing towards that Echo flag.
Yeah. Yeah, they're starting
Pushing
to
to Charlie at the moment.
kind of string out along the road here. Heavy tanks taking some heat back there.
Oh, that plane just got a
Oh.
3-piece on that attack.
I just saw
I hear a horse. Where's he at? There he is.
he just jumped off. Superman Callie. Who did he take down? That was...
Oh, they're good.
Let me see it.
Superman Cali did not live against that tank round with all that extra armor from the cavalry. So, TK still working on that 4 cap. They're going to have to take Charlie back, and if they can take Charlie and maintain Echo, they're going to be sitting pretty here.
Yeah, see, this is more what I... Well, no, now I guess Norway's going to take back that Echo, but DKNS has got a heavy there. Oh, we got an artillery truck. Walcom 1. He's about to get smashed on here. Here comes the AT grenades. And one goes off.
Looks like Norway's got a... Norway's got a heavy up going up towards Charlie.
Uh-oh. Walcom.
He just left
Yeah,
it.
he's going to do it again. He's going to get
If
dropped.
they can steal this, it's going to
He
be
needs to get back in that and just take the
it's going to be the same situation.
Yep. And Mag Christensen doesn't key in on that. That's not good. That's probably exactly how they lost their light tank. But again, that's what, 1 of 2 vehicles. Could potentially be a heavy tank. Could be whatever else you wanted. But point being, you know, that would be a perfect actual vehicle right there. If DKNS gets a hold of that, sit that thing in their back 40 there between Bravo Alpha and just hammer on the AA. And, you know, things safe.
Well, even if, you know, some Norwegians didn't even pay any attention to it.
Yeah.
They're like, whatever, it's just an empty vehicle. We don't need that. Like, that's a game changer for
If
you.
you've got more important things to do, at least take the time to go over there and burn that thing up. Huge push, though.
Yeah, because these your problems is you're going to have them spawning in on that.
Yeah. Luckily, though, that it's in a relatively safe position back there over by Echo. Lots of aerial battles going on here. Who's that? Oh, I'm gonna go watch a dogfight here. Thomas. And the fighter.
I'm on Rune.
Calvin, up there!
We have taken objective Duff.
I like me some aerial fight, dogfighting, combat. Tried to get the cinematic angle on that third person, but it's hard to do and watch where he's shooting. Looks like he's gonna do a trench dart run. Go detach from him, watch Delta.
Well, this is interesting. Rune just switched seats in the attack plane. Not really because he had the plane on a 6, but to spot enemies at Delta.
That is a really interesting.
That's
I've
neat.
never thought of that, and I've gotten a lot of flying in. That's because it's really easy to spot in this. I don't know if you know that, but that rear gun seat, if you just don't ADS and spot like crazy, I always have my rear gun to do it. I never actually considered doing it myself, though. That's a really interesting point. I'll have to try that. Obviously, we don't do a lot of normal mode, but you know, I'll play operations here and there.
Full mind blown.
We're gonna go back to a 3 flag difference here. This. There we go.
Yeah, we got a almost
So DK's
200
pushing
ticket lead.
on the Foxtrot.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you know, it's still a lot of time, but it's looking kind of hopeless for the Norwegians here. And now they're losing Fox as well. Maybe. Is that a AA gun?
I think Superman's
Or
gonna.
AA truck? I don't see the AA truck. Looks actually someone might have blown it up. Well, I don't know. There's craters. Looks like maybe a plane.
Yeah, I don't see it from here.
Pretty much all the fighting's going on in the downtown near DKNS, making their push to Echo once again.
Yeah, they're gonna bring their tank down from Bravo past Delta. I don't know if they're gonna actually bring it past Delta or if they're just gonna maintain that line there. But DK's definitely got a squad pushing on to Echo.
Yeah, this is definitely
Where's that tank? There.
looks like DK's map. Did they leave Delta wide open? It's pretty much wide open, right? No, there's a few guys there. I see Norway's. Oh, they're rolling. Yeah, 2 tanks back there. Now they just need the infantry support, otherwise these tanks are going to get hammered.
Just as long as, I mean, are they bailing on that tank?
I hope not.
Okay, I thought Superman was just gonna get out of it and leave the heavy tank.
Yeah, these tanks are getting shredded right now, though.
The light tank's being left. Okay, lucky for them that that light tank was destroyed.
Callie has got his. I wonder if that's why he jumped out. He might have been thinking he'd be safe enough to rev his own tank, but even then, man, that's it's taking a huge gamble.
They're trying. They're trying to keep this thing afloat, but it's going
Yeah, he just
down.
lost his repair guy. Looks like he might. Well, there was that light tank around the corner. Pat. Okay, he went down.
Yeah, the light tank's down.
Callie's probably getting his repairs off here. Looks like they're luckily might have just got lucky here, but they're gonna overwhelm Delta. I'll tell you what, DKNS is heavy. Oh, never mind, he went down. I was gonna say he's in a lot better position than the Norwegian tank Thomas here, shooting into Delta, but not anymore.
And the fog.
The glorious fog.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Fog. That makes viewing great.
You always pick the most opportune time to come in, and then the last like 15 tickets, it's clear as day again. So, almost.
If you're lucky. Otherwise you have fog all the way through and you just can't see. Or sandstorm. Or desert fog.
I see DK. They're gonna. I mean, they're outnumbered, but they're gonna try and push back into Delta here.
I wouldn't know. I just see a whole bunch of little icons and then white.
I'm closer to the ground. I'm probably 15 feet away from people.
Yeah,
so they can actually be
and
seen.
now the heavy tank's smoking, so that makes it even worse. He's getting smashed, so Thomas, one more hit, he's done, and there he goes.
He's done. So DK looks like they're going to take Delta. They definitely, whatever strategy they had for this map, it works out very, very well.
Yeah, and I think kind of what we were seeing before. I don't think Norway's really, they're not pushing back on those kind of we saw with DKNS. They're not pushing on those back flags at all. So, you know, DKNS can just wreak havoc.
They're trying to push Charlie.
Yeah, it seems like Bravo or Alpha though just doesn't really get any attention. Like the upper west coast, yep. Yeah, it is still really smoky out here. On that Canadian air. Canadian smoke. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like you can't even see, but, you know, the visibility is down to a couple miles.
There's a ton of Norwegians here at Charlie.
Yeah, there is. I think Enziger's dozing off over there.
No, I'm listening.
She's just
I
trying
hate
to
this
find
part.
something to focus on.
Yeah. So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate this fog.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know, I wish they would add an option. You know, they got the always fog off, but they should have a never fog on.
There's a lot of settings that they need to have addressed.
Yeah, I think with due time. I mean, it's been a long time, but I don't know. As long as they do it right.
A lot of the servers in the past have been like third party, and this is like their own servers now. So I mean, it's like they're learning.
Well, I think they've had to redesign from the ground up, because I know for a fact this is not Frostbite 3 like the previous Battlefields. You know, a few of them. They've tweaked, we'll call it 3.15, but I've talked to the community manager, and basically it's a tweaked version of Frostbite 3, so I think with that said, they can't just copy and paste a lot of the code for this stuff. They've got to redo it. You know, reinvent the wheel, so to speak. But
I think it's pretty safe to say that DKNS
They
is
finally pushed out.
probably going to take this map.
yeah, there's going to be a big one here for them. Who is this here?
It just seems like the Norwegian team is just a little bit like me, a bit unfocused at the moment.
What's this guy on the Norwegian guy here at Alpha on the mountain gun? I'm not sure. He just okay. He stopped fine. He's just shooting all over the place, just spraying lead.
Walter says that DICE is more focused on cool names for trash battle packs. Actually, I think they ran out of ideas, so they had to start using YouTubers to pick the battle packs for
Oh,
them.
don't do that. I want my own battle pack revision.
As long as you don't get named battle packs or the skins that go into battle packs.
I just have it as the number 4.
It'll only work if they do it for Hardline for you, Ender.
For Hardline? Why do you think I am really not obsessed with the Hardline? Ask NSecret. But everybody always wants to write it off, and it really was not bad.
I didn't think it was that bad of a game. Perp, this is an exhibition match between a Norwegian team and a Danish team.
BF1. Huh. This is
Hey,
BF1.
This is YouTube. That's what it is.
Here's the leader of the Norwegian team, or Ailsund Trooper. I don't know who's heading up the DKNS. If anybody in chat knows, definitely go ahead and speak up.
Orioles fan says it's Call of Duty. Oh, look, the fog is cleared for the last 50 tickets or
I
so.
think that's usually how it works.
Imagine that.
I can actually manually turn the fog on and off. It's just whether or not I spawn in a plane. That's
We
usually
have
what does
lost
it.
objective Charlie.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. 69 tickets to go for DKNS. Going to be an easy win on this map, but they are going into Norway's map pick of Argonne Forest, straight up infantry next. We'll see what happens there. That's going to be pretty wild, I think.
You're gonna see a bunch of multi-kills in that one, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Graveyard says this is Farm Simulator.
That's Fog Simulator.
And Seeker Goat Simulator.
It's Goat Simulator.
Goat.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, looks like Norway might actually, like they're working on a 5 cap right now.
I just don't think DKNS care at this moment. Like, there's no way to make up the ticket difference.
Yeah, I mean, they would have to, like, literally not spawn to force Norway to not spawn. That or Norway's got to run 100% medics and just keep reviving everybody. Yeah, that's why. It's going to probably bring the score a lot closer with that 5 cap going on right now. It's a big one.
Yeah. And they're working on the last one, too.
Watch them turn around here and just
Super
bring
Bravo.
up a couple hundred tickets.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be insane.
Even a couple hundred wouldn't even get them to.
And without, if they didn't spawn and didn't die, theoretically, I would think so. But yeah, I'd be like 1 in a million.
Bed caps. Bed caps.
And 15 tickets to go. Coming towards the end of this, gonna be a win for DKNS. We are now 1 and 2. In DKNS's favor. Gonna go ahead and update the score there.
And Jimmy is saying Denmark 9900 is the general for DKNS.
Oh, he is. Okay, thanks, Jimmy.
Okay.
We'll highlight him next, dude. Good to know. Good to know. And we're going into our final round.
This one's going to be very interesting.
Yep.
And there's Denmark 9900.
Let's see. The way they've got their scoring set up here is it is possible to end in a tiebreaker. So, at best, Norway is going to end this with a tiebreaker. Worst case is they're going to be a 1-3 loss, 3-1 in DKNS's favor.
I like how it
does
says.
that, sorry,
Go
carry
ahead.
on.
No, go ahead.
I was wondering now, does that losing with such a big margin kind of psych Norway out now for this final map?
I don't know. It can. I mean,
You say Argonne was Norway's
this is Norway's pick, so this is their time to shine if they're gonna tie this up, and then we could do another one later on, the rematch.
the rematch, the grudge match,
General best score.
I don't think they're going
the
to be.
decider.
I don't think it's going to bother them too much. I mean, to me, the Norwegian team seem like they're better at infantry.
I guess that's true.
And this will definitely play into their favor.
Yep. We'll find out here in a couple minutes. I don't know who's balancing where. What do you guys think? You think Norway's going to tie it up 2-2 and end this, or you think DKNS is going to go home with a 3-1? What's it going to be?
I can't make a decision. I kind of want to see it go to a tiebreaker. But this map, I mean, whoever gets on the opposition side of Charlie and sets a firing line, it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is really. There's obviously some strategy, but it's going to be straight up who's putting down the body count. Christopher Johansson. Right now, DKNS is up with 2 wins, and Norway is only got a 1 map win right now. I think Norway can do it.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, teams are all set. Let's see what we're going to do for time. This is the final round. Do or die. Here's where they're having their pep talks here. Norway's gonna. I always picture the boxers, the UFC fighters in the corner when their coaches and stuff are talking to them and they're getting all cleaned up for their last round. Gotta make it happen. So I mean, really, we'll see. We'll see which teams do a better job. It's relatively going to, be easy with 30 people to make sure you have all your routes covered. But all it takes is one heavy push or whatever, one oversight, and you got a big breakthrough on one end to the other.
Bert, we're still at a 0 for that boat kick.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy, like, how much detail they did take the time to put into these maps. Like, I'm just have my camera over Charlie, and you can hear the birds, like just the leaves falling, like everything. It just seems so peaceful, and we know that it's just about to be chaotic through here.
Yep. Yeah, Charlie's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, it's, you could play it in a pub all day and you got people camping stuff, but when you got 60 guys that are just forcefully pushing themselves, head on at each other, it's pretty crazy.
And I mean, what makes this map even tougher is the fact that Charlie Byrne is only on the bridge.
Yeah. So you pretty much got to push, past to the enemy side and then hold there and keep your guys capping. Might be the best way to do it. Or lay on the bridge and just get grenaded.
I'm quite interested.
Hopefully you can get a ton of smoke.
I'm quite interested to see how the flanking positions are going to be watched with so many people on the board.
Yeah, I think it's really, and again, you've seen it from GSP, but you're going to need like an entire synchronized push of guys to actually be able to get a few through to get behind them, I think is what's going to need to happen. And, lots of smoke I expect to see. Okay, so starting 15 seconds, and should be going here any second now.
I'm gonna kind of leave my camera in this position just till I get to Charlie, because it's just gonna be crazy.
It's a long 15 seconds. And we're off. Looks like got one spawn, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're going. DKNS, red, coming out of the right side of the map. NOR, blue team left side. If they're smart, they'll leave one guy back on Alpha Bravo or Delta Echo to cap alone, and then just push the entire rest of the team up, because they'll cap it in plenty of time. Looks like Norway's going to get the drop.
Here we go.
There it goes.
The peaceful sounds of nature have been interrupted by gunfire.
All those pretty birds tweeting and wind blowing through the trees.
Looks like DKNS is not wanting to get up there nearly as fast. Yep, that's Norway. Look at the cap on that thing. There it is. But DKNS is going to roll pretty heavy behind. Look at them. Look at them all here. Jeez.
DK did not take any time, though, pushing onto the burn.
No, they kind of cleared that. They let him cap it, cleared him, and then went, but we've already got a... oh, look at this. Big push by NOR Delta Echo. Look at this. Big push. Nice. That was a good play there.
It's kind of like their strategy was
Yeah,
like,
they kind of concealed them.
we'll take Charlie and get everybody to come over here.
Yeah.
And we'll just flank. That is a huge push.
Yeah, all of a sudden I caught that.
Delta Echo.
That they even fooled us there for a second, looking over at Charlie, and then here they are moving behind. Very well done.
This is gonna be a 4-cap real quick in Norwegian's favor.
Yeah, if they haven't even, some probably didn't even look at the objectives, and they're like, what the heck? What's going on? Looks like they've left Bravo and Alpha wide open. Looks like DK is starting to push on it. A lot of them are just more defensive, it seems like. Over here, DKNS pushing into Bravo. Come on, Captain Stein.
Sometimes it is easier to just, if you have Charlie, just push to the other two gimmies and just play for those three instead of having to worry about your back flank.
Yep. Looks like Norwegians are going to go ahead and stack up on Bravo. That was a pretty good jump. I mean, look at it so early on. They're already about 30 tickets up. Looks like Norway's gonna hold. And again, nothing's going for Alpha.
They're gonna.
They get to work on the other flags all day long. Man, Christensen coming up the back flank. He's gonna get picked up quick. And he goes down. Looks like, again, DKNS is holding heavy on Charlie, but that's not helping him at this point.
We have taken
Norway rocking the 3-cap. That one move there, with the squads right at the beginning might have just set him up to win this whole map, Might throw.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, because especially, again, with 30 people and the amount of people that are spawning back in by the time somebody else dies, it's going to be really hard to wipe a team off of an area,
Well, for Norwegian, they got that spawn on this side of Charlie. They don't really have... They could just set up a line to keep them pushing from Charlie spawn back to Delta and not have to do anything while, half the team is taking Echo.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have to really commit a lot of guys to do a whole lot other than just set up a firing line.
Yeah, I mean, Norway is making it count right now. They're pushing all over the place.
I mean, if DK wants Echo, they need to take Delta first.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Yeah, it looks like
With 30 guys spawning in, I mean, they just spawned a Delta and are right back into the engagement. They're keeping DK pinned here at Echo,
Yeah.
which is a smart strategy.
look at the actually all the Norway guys. You'll see Delta start to go, but for a minute there, they were stacked heavy on Delta and they're stacked heavy on Bravo. So now, if DK goes to the first flag beyond Charlie, it's one of those two, and it's gonna be a lot harder to take, maybe even impossible. So I think positioning was really good there. Yeah, they left the outside 2 flags kind of unattended. But then Norway started pushing Echo, and now you can see what's happening with Delta.
This is what DK needs to do, though. They need to maintain that hold at Delta and try and help keep this spawn under control for the Norwegian team pushing into Echo. But it's so hard to keep people, especially with being underneath Echo. It is so hard to get them completely wiped out of it.
Yep.
But it looks like DK is trying to push towards Bravo a little bit.
Yeah, they had a backflank
Delta's
going
going to go
around,
back
all the way around.
to Norway here. No doubt about that.
Show you guys what it looks like kind of down here inside the Echo flag for the Nordic team. You got 3 entries, and they're all easy to cover.
I don't know why Norway is not in a bigger lead at
They're
this
about to
point.
forecap this.
Yeah, it's a whole ticket system, but
DK's been getting a lot more kills.
okay. Oh man, down below Echo's a madhouse.
Uh-huh.
Looks like DKNS starting to push on Bravo. Back over that way.
And they are taking Delta back too, which is a good thing.
And yeah, DKNS. Looks like Norway's doing a good job though, holding on to the Echo flag. Again, like you said, it's kind of like Monte Grappa, the Bravo Delta flags. Trying to get people out of those bunkers is a chore.
And especially if they have that 1 sentry on Bravo. Oh boy.
No, yeah.
All you can do is throw a bunch of gas,
Yeah.
because he can't put his gas mask on. So that's the quickest way to take him down there. But Norwegians are going to keep Bravo, and they are burning Delta as well. This is just pure slaughter underneath Echo. I have the camera kind of propped up in the corner to see the whole room, and you're just watching these DK guys just run in and get just torn up.
Yep. And 4 cap for the Norwegians. Not looking good for DKNS. Yeah, they might. If they keep this up, they might end this whole game with a tie.
It's looking like it right now. You can tell Norwegian's strategy for this map definitely paid off. You can see why they chose it.
Look at the amount of guys down here, man.
Yes. It looks like DK finally has the bottom side of Echo cleared out.
Yeah, they got guys pushing Bravo and Alpha too. Looks like DKNS gonna get Alpha.
DKNS guys sitting. Yeah, we've got some guys sitting at the right.
And they're burning Bravo.
As well.
Thank you, Mex. Norwegians are trying. They're trying everything. If they can push back underneath of Echo right now. They can start this all over
It
again.
looks like they've got the upper hand on it, unless you see something different here.
There you go. Oh, no, they do. They're all up top. They got one guy
We
downstairs
have
now.
lost objective butter.
Now they're pushing back in. DK doesn't have any opposition here on Delta, but it is a 3 flag hold now for DKNS.
Yeah, that's, and they got now one Norwegian guy here. Looks like he's more focused on Delta. But they got nobody center map, so they're, as far as I'm concerned now, Norway's fighting an uphill battle. We'll see though. If DKNS would have stacked those two outside flags, Bravo and Delta, real heavy, then they could have put the hurt on there. And looks like they're losing Echo now, but getting Delta. Bravo looks like it's kind of at a standstill. Oh, now it's burning. Looks like, yeah, Norway is not at all interested in that Charlie flag at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It is very open though. I find the Charlie flag is easiest to, especially when you've got so many people on it.
It's like about 80 ticket lead right now by Norway. And Bravo's starting to go back in their favor. It's going to put them one flag up.
War said he's had about 13 Dr. Peppers.
13.
That's ridiculous. You need to add some water to that sugar diet you got going on. DK's doing a pretty good job here at Bravo too. I mean, it's still 90 ticket difference, but if they could clear off the Delta flag, it looks like Norse finally pushing on to Charlie.
Had a request to watch Von Kattenstein here. Rocking the shotgun. It's pretty impressive, that little snapshot he did. Oh, that wasn't impressive though. He got laid out. No, the C4s, or the dynamites, I guess they are. Let's take it down. Let's go back to the map view here. Lots of DKNS. They're going to switch this around. We'll see. Yeah, Norway's... That is not good for Norway. They just got wiped off everything from Charlie back to Echo.
This is very good for DKNS to have map control.
Yep.
Because I don't see anybody back here.
No, I don't think there's anybody from Norway in the back part of that map.
It looks like they could push. They are going to go ahead and try to make this push, though. Like their initial push. DKs need to watch this on the right side of Charlie. It is a wide... Okay, no, looks like we're going to have some meet up here.
Walcom.
They hear each other. Instead of just kind of being silent, you know, he got that kill and now he's alerted that he is on this flank. And it did not work out very well, but he does have a slew of squad mates pushing in behind him.
Yeah, it looks like the north side of
Look
Charlie.
at that. DK's just out of nowhere just stopped that entire push.
Looks like Norway, they're going to scramble and hit a Charlie flag, maybe. Yep. They're going to try to get themselves set back up here. You know, even if it's not the flag you want, you might as well dog pile onto something just to even it out a little bit.
Yeah, if Norwegian can set up after taking this Charlie flag, I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, they're getting pushed to Delta here. Lots of smoke out.
DK is trying to push around the flank, though, towards Bravo. And I think they're going to get stuck in this trail.
There's so much happening around C.
Yeah, entire game.
It's like I didn't know you could fit that many people in this forest. Is it forest or woodland? I suppose it is a forest. Yeah, it's a old Argonne Forest.
That would be right. It's not the Argonne jungle or the Argonne beach. It's the Argonne Forest.
Argonne woodlands.
Look at all
Gotta
that
make her
smoke
angry
coming
when
down
they do
here.
these things.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, but
You like it. You like it.
DK needs to commit, like, now. Push that right choke point and just push past.
Up at
Go,
Charlie.
Go to Bravo. Go to
Yeah,
Alpha.
I mean, you're
Let's
looking
go.
at like 10 on 2, so they could easily do it.
I mean, there's only one. No, so now they got a squad on the choke point, but they waited way too long to make that happen.
Yeah, from what I've seen this whole entire game, and it seems like DKNS is more of they're more of a get a flag and then defend it and hold versus you know, look at the next step and shooting behind them, and whereas Norway's the other way around. Just from what I've seen.
The ticket lead is growing.
Yeah, 7:45, 6:28. I think we're gonna end this this match here between these two as a tiebreaker. It's a good way to leave off. It means we gotta do it again. I'm all for it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, this has been pretty epic.
Awesome.
A little lengthy, but I'm getting a little tired. I tend to do that towards the end of these things, but overall it's been pretty cool. DKNS, they're trying to push through on that north side of Charlie, but it's not going to happen.
They had a golden opportunity. There was one person over there versus the 6 that were in that choke point. They should have just pushed. They're probably thinking that the Norwegians were already set up, but you don't know until you push to find out if they're actually there.
Yeah.
I mean, or a spotting flare. I mean, Norwegians are going to set up on trackside. They need to push over on hillside, and they will just horseshoe them in here at Delta and Echo.
Yeah. Yeah, they're up the middle covered. Yeah, they pretty much got, you can see right here on the map, they've got it pretty much locked down. Oh, no, there's a big...
Well, DK's pushing to
Yeah,
Bravo.
okay.
No, they just pushed through.
Yep. Looks like they're stopping at Charlie. Maybe?
No, the one guy pushing through looks like the back of Bravo. Or is he?
Von Cat, he should have kept going and said he engaged these guys.
Yeah. There is one that looks like...
They're going to clear these guys off right here. But I think DK's going to...
There's a north side push.
Come on, Shorty, just push. There you go. Yep. This is exactly what they need. But if you look, Norwegians are taking Echo as well.
Yeah, it was almost a 200 ticket lead. They're, I think this is going to go all Norway at this point. There's just not enough tickets.
It will.
Where
there's just not enough time to get the tickets back that they lost.
Yeah, especially with Norge
back to-
getting this
Delta
Echo
and
cap, or
Echo.
getting a 4 cap potentially. That's going to seal the deal. Oh, no, I think they're getting denied actually.
There's a push on Alpha.
Alpha, what do they got? 3, 4 of them.
3 of them there. They're taking Echo, so they've got people on both ends, both in attack.
As long as Norway's holding that 3 cap, they're just gonna that's all they gotta do. They're just gonna keep bleeding.
MK Sound is dancing, it looks like, under Echo, just waiting for the cap to go through.
Well, if you have a look on Delta, there's a huge push coming through from Echo of the DKNS guys.
Yep. They're now working on the 3 cap. Well, Alpha's going back.
4 cap. Oh, okay. Alpha bring back, that'll be a 3 cap.
Yep. Man, the bodies there. Look at all those guys on Delta.
Oh my.
It's insane.
You need a well executed mortar strike there.
We need a train. I remember the first time we played Vets on competitive BF1. Before you could turn the behemoth off. We just agreed to no behemoth. Well, all of a sudden, we're like sitting pretty good, and all of a sudden they jump in the behemoth and start destroying guys. Like, no!
I remember that.
You broadcast that.
I was like, yeah,
That's
I was
right.
like, why are they? They're not supposed to be in that right
yeah,
now.
we're like, what? This is getting annihilated. You can't do that.
We are definitely going to end in a tiebreak today.
Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'll wait a few more seconds and then I'll chalk it up.
That initial push set Norwegian up for success.
Yes, it did. That was very smooth.
It's like, oh, we're gonna sneak onto Charlie and just take it. But little do you know, we have half of our team flanking you right now.
Just quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I
why
didn't
you're
see
not
it coming. I was just looking, over at Charlie,
One
and
lost
then
push.
I happened to pop the map. I was like, whoa, what is this? Yeah, DKNS sitting pretty good right now, but that ticket bleed's gonna pretty much end it.
Just look at this all-out warfare at Charlie. This is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful play.
Imagine doing this like cinematography-wise, like take everything off of it and just watching two.
I just did. Hold your
It would be
hold your
awesome.
square.
Oh, right.
Isn't that cool?
That makes me happy. Yeah, because I was like, I don't want to have to like go in and like shut everything manually off.
Give you guys a little cinematic view right towards the end of this. DKNS, Norway, and that is it, guys. The final round ends with a 1-1. Denmark, and I'm sorry, 2-2 with Denmark and
2-2.
Norway. I'm used to doing our scoring here. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it. Great effort, both teams. Looks like they took the maps that they chose. I believe at least those last two. It's good to see. Hopefully, we can do it again soon. It's been fun, and we'll go ahead and shut this thing down again. Remember, we've got the match later tonight in a few hours. It is Triple I versus Triple V, and that's part of our tournament 20v20. Not quite normal mode. If you guys are new here, it's going to be a kind of hybrid hardcore, I guess you'd say. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate all the subs, follows, views, all that stuff. And hopefully we'll do it again. Again, Ender, Axe, and Seeger.
We'll see you
Thanks
guys
for
later.
watching, guys.
Take it easy.